Hey everybody, what's going on? So I'm going to go ahead and put everything out on the record this year and go ahead and I know it's kickoff time right now and I'm a little late, but first one of the season, so bear with me. We'll get a little bit better at this. But I'm a little coming to the party. My picks for this week, what I like to call the STUPPYS SURE Things. First off, let's look at that 10.5 one coming out of Seattle. The afternoon games, everyone's going to want to automatically jump because it's a Seattle team and it's Miami. Miami's had their trouble over the last few years. They've struggled to, put consecutive seasons where they look like they have had all the pieces in place. But, 10.5 points, and the under at this game is also sitting at what I think is an absolutely ridiculous number. The over-under for this game is sitting at 44 points. This is going to be a very low-scoring affair. Even with the addition of Ndamukong Suh in the last season into Miami, and Miami's defense has actually been retooled and is pretty stellar, and I just do not see the fact that Seattle. I understand that it's in Seattle, but they're going to be given fits all day long by that Miami secondary. So I honestly in this one I would go ahead and take Miami in the 10 points because it's not going to be the blowout everybody thinks it is. And if you want to ride the over/under in this game at 44, this is going to be a 13-10, 17-10 type of game. So I'm not saying that Miami could very well outright beat them, but I just don't see it happening. The next one I'm going into is the New Orleans Saints-Raiders game. The Raiders are going to take this one. Derek Carr is going to be throwing the ball down the field all day long because they're going to be getting the ball back a lot. There's absolutely no solid setup offense right now in New Orleans, in my opinion, and I'm sorry, but the Raiders have a defense. You're going to have absolutely no defense going up against a guy that can run downfield all day and a young gunslinger who's not afraid to get the ball to him. I'm sorry, but this one if you don't take this, you're leaving money on the table. You're giving Bill Belichick 6 points. And I don't care if Tom Brady's not there. When Tom Brady before he got suspended, this was at a 1-2, and then all of a sudden he gets suspended and moved to 3-4. This is as little as they think of Garoppolo, is they've now moved it to 6 points. So again, for me, you're not going to give the hoodie 6 points and get away with it. So anytime I find myself where the Patriots are getting points in this situation, I'm going to go ahead and put my money on the Patriots. Absolutely, without a doubt. As much as this one's going to pay me to say Green Bay at Jacksonville, laying 5. Do I want to lay 5 with the Packers on the road? Absolutely not. I do not. I'm not saying that the Packers are going to lose this game. In fact, as a Packers fan, I feel like they will win. But this is Blake Bortles. He is afraid of no secondary, no defensive scheme. The guy's a baller. He has been since he showed up. They finally got some pieces in place. I would dare to say that Blake Bortles right now is sitting in one of the best positions with the best tandem in the league with Hearns and Cole. So with that in mind, I see Aaron Rodgers going out and put up the points that he's going to, and Aaron Rodgers being the Aaron Rodgers that he always is. Yeah, Jordy Nelson's back. That's great, but this is one of those types of games where even with the 5 points, I just see this being a very close game. And also with the over-under sitting at where it's at 48, I do see that this could very well be, a whoever has the last, time of possession as the game ends wins. Time possession is going to be everything because it's going to be a back and forth, slug-out fight all day there. Then going into New York over Dallas. This is stupid because New York, Dallas, it always is plus 50 points. So for me to see the over-under where it's sitting at, just if you're going to play the over on this one, take the over guaranteed. And, this is definitely, by the way, one of the most, these guys see each other 2 times a year. This is a rivalry game to open the season. And I understand it's Dak Prescott and Zeke Elliott, and they're 2 rookies, but at the end of the day, Prescott is showed that he can do it, and Zeke could very well come out and show that he's going to be a Cowboy and take this entire backfield into a direction since Emmitt Smith's been there by throwing out about 200 yards and 3 touchdowns today. So it's an absolute possibility. And outside of that, let's see. That's right, Kansas City and San Diego. You're going to give me 7 points with Phillip Rivers, a healthy Antonio Gates, and a Keenan Allen? Yeah, I'm sorry, but Kansas City's offense, if I had to describe them, would be beige. And beige is about as exciting as it sounds. So, yeah, take the Pats, get in the 6. Go ahead and take the under in that game. Raiders over the Saints, guaranteed. Do not feel bad because the Saints don't have a defense yet. Go ahead and take the 7 that San Diego's getting because San Diego's actually retooled and healthy and shored up the holes in the offensive line that they have, which will allow time for Rivers to set it up and get the ball off. And I would go ahead and don't worry about flirting with the 10.5 with Seattle. Take the 10.5. This is going to be a low-scoring game. Take the under because the under is sitting at a number that it doesn't matter. This is going to be a 3-point difference, 7-point difference, minimal 2 scores each team. And the last one, of course, was, what did I have? I forget. Raiders over Saints, Jacks. Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, it was the over-under. And Dallas, take the over. This team score 56 points every time they see one another. So, all right, week 1. Let's see what happens. Later.